We have Odilia here tonight. Jami is with her mom in Pittsburgh. They had to go attend her cousin's funeral, so they're off over there on East Coast time. And I've got Odilia here helping me out. She came thrifting with me, and then she took all the photographs and put these up at jrvhome.com with Ashley.
Such an exciting experience.
Are you a little nervous?
I'm not nervous. I just can never talk, ever.
She had a hat on before we got going. I'm like, hey, that's making your face kind of shadowy, because she was wearing it like this. So I'm like, hey, why don't you just go brush your hair real quick? Because your face is so pretty. All right, so we come live to you every Saturday night at 8:30. We haven't missed in over 150 Saturdays.
That's insane.
I know, we've not missed one.
Saturdays.
Even if we've been out of town, when we were in France, when we were in Hawaii, you know, we like to do the thrift hauls and hang out with you guys. So let's get started. We tell you what we paid for them. Some people don't necessarily like that, but I love it. And we tell you what we're gonna sell it for. Typically, still a pretty great deal. All right, so we thrifted this. I'm gonna get it out of the way because it's banging around. I don't think it needs much. We're probably not gonna paint it. We're gonna wipe it down real good. It is a recipe holder, and I love the little chains with the balls on them. I don't know why, they just kind of, it's like one of those things that slides side to side. We thrifted this for $2, and we're gonna sell it for $14.95. Caitlin is on here live with us tonight, dropping links. It might be Ivy dropping links right now. Caitlin's pizza went long, which I totally understand because I waited for half an hour at the pizza place, even though I ordered ahead the other night.
That took forever. I was in the car, I was like, oh, well, I mean, we're never gonna leave.
Yeah, I picked Odilia up and then from work, and then we went and ran an errand at the Home Depot, and then we waited for pizza for half an hour after it was supposed to be done. But these are great, and this color is great on here too. And it's got the little leg on the back. You know, if you wanted to, you could probably flip these over the top, because a lot of people are using iPads now. And bam, still works.
Fancy iPad stand.
Yep, fancy iPad
I really like
stand.
that color. Like, that's one of my favorite colors.
The green. It's like it's kind of like a tarnished kind of green.
Yeah.
All right, next up, this is one of my favorite thrifts of the day. It was $4. We got it at the Deseret Industries, also known as the DI, and it was $39.95. I don't know, do you think we even need to paint this?
No.
Mom wanted to make it, she saw this and she loved it. She wanted to make it into kind of, do you guys remember our big French mirrors that we did a while back? She wanted to do something kind of finished like that on this. The mirror is not very big, but the architectural detail around the mirror is great. Oh, there you guys are, say hi. So it's $4, gonna sell it for $39.95. Does it say it'll be painted on that listing?
It will be painted.
It will be painted! So we will be painting it.
You
Maybe
can add like a transfer onto the mirror since it's so tiny. Who's gonna be looking at that mirror being like, oh, so pretty?
I don't know, can you even see your whole face in there?
Oh, well, yeah, but I have a tiny face. So.
You do, you're awfully small. Jami might be on here in comments too, so watch out for that.
Yeah,
I think
Mom's
she's watching.
On. She says it says it will be painted, so it's gonna be
All
painted.
right, so we will be painting it. Maybe we'll get to this tonight. I'm gonna put it over there on your side, Odilia.
Okie dokie.
Okay, why don't you show them something? I want to hear Odilia's take. Odilia's 15, she'll be 16 soon, driving, and you should have seen some of the stuff she was trying to thrift, guys.
Look, I put all of it back, so you can't get mad at me about that. So this is a white colander. It's pretty fancy. I like it. I would put it in my kitchen. It was originally $2, and we are selling it for $12.95. I mean, you could hold like a good amount of spaghetti in this.
Spaghetti. I think this has already had spaghetti days. It's a little bit rusty. I would probably turn this into like a hanging plant holder.
That would be cool.
With maybe something spilling out. You know, or even set it on an old crusty chair that no one was ever going to sit in.
I could fit
with some plants.
I could fit both Jerry and Wilbert into my. I have succulents.
Jerry and Wilbert are Odilia's succulents.
Their names changed every month.
I mean, technically, we have a red, white, and blue enamel theme going on. I don't know if you know that. We're here in the U.S. We're a month away from Independence Day, less than a month. So we got an enamel offering. This is all one set. I found these in 2 different stores in like 4 different places in the store. The cups were together, The plates were together in another store, and then this was in one of the stores too.
It looks like a face. See? 2 eyes and a
Odelia, when she was taking pictures of these for the website, she drew a face on there with like a blue, one of those, like, you know, you can do the markup or whatever on your picture.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Odelia, did you put that on the website like that?
I'm
Maybe she should have.
Actually, that would have been
But
funny. Maybe it would have sold faster.
This one here is, I like it that it has the separation, because you know, you got your chili and you got some corn, and then over here you do like your main entree, mashed potatoes, great for camping.
It would be good also for like a TV dinner, you know, get your tray up there and then just have your fancy little like enamel plate.
Yep. There's this couple slight little dings. I would say they're still very usable enamel.
There's no holes in them.
Oh, I didn't say how much. Did you say?
No,
I didn't say.
You didn't say. You were
It's
the
on
one
the
with
bottom.
plate.
Read that.
It was originally $5. Well, not for all of it, but like.
Yeah, the whole thing together was $5.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
I added up everything that I got.
Oh wow! And we're selling it for $28.95.
That's the cost of me finding it in 3 different places all across the thrift store.
Everyone's saying I'm just like Mom.
A little bit, yeah. You know, we have 2 of Jami's clones that live with me. One is 15 and the other is 12. All right, so continuing with the red, white, and blue enamel theme, this was all together taped up, and I was actually really excited to find this. It was $4. We're selling it for $12.95. Couple little dings on there, but it's got like a big serving spoon and then a small spoon here. Perfect little camp set, but I honestly think it would look better for decor these days. But the bowl slash plate also still usable. It does, like I said, it's got a couple little chips and dings, but the inside, the enamel's in perfect condition.
You know, if you're living alone, this would be a perfect, like if you want to get a little fancy for dinner, you can like get like a vase of flowers and then have like a fancy little set.
Heidi says you're so quiet. Me, I'm so quiet, or Odelia's so quiet?
I'm probably quiet because you're taking everything.
I can be very quiet. Like, I can be like, you know, I'm gonna go hide over there and no one's ever gonna hear from me again quiet.
It depends on the day and how many people I've hung out with for like how long.
When we were thrifting, I didn't even know this. Odelia admitted to me after I had her take all the pictures, because we went to one thrift store. She took all the pictures for that so she could get them to Ashley, so Ashley could get them on the website. I went and thrifted at another store with Eliza, and Odelia's like, Dad, I had a migraine all this morning. Because I'm like, you didn't really thrift very much stuff. What was going on?
I could see. Migraine hurt.
All right, you can show them
Okay, so this is a fancy candle holder. It was originally $175, and we're selling it for $9.95. It's pretty fancy.
You gotta hold it close so they can see the details.
I like all the fancy details.
That's gonna get painted. I think it says it's gonna get painted.
Maybe.
How much was it, and how much are we selling it for?
I already said that.
Did you? I missed it.
Yeah, $190.
I was looking at the details.
$174 and $9.95. And it has all these like swoopty swoops, and then this kind of looks like a chain. I can't talk tonight.
Do you need a drink? It does. You do get a little parched sitting here talking to all the people.
I don't think I need a drink, but I just do this often. Like I had a talk in church, and I did that in front of like the whole audience. Very embarrassing, but you know, it's okay.
You did good. All right. So this is going to get painted. We'll put it over there with the paint pile. Do you want to paint that one tonight?
Sure. Okay.
All right. This was
stenciling.
I can do all the stenciling.
At stenciling.
It's because you don't offload. We're gonna do some stenciling tonight, apparently.
That's well, I don't know. You asked me to do stenciling. I will grab stencils, so.
Yeah, you grabbed the whole box of them.
I didn't know which one you
This
wanted.
little guy here we were ducking out of the thrift store, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's that hiding? It was in the wood section, I guess, because the base is wood. I don't know, but it's actually tin, metal. It's pretty good green color, kind of got some farmhouse look, but it's a faux, like, distress. We like to do real distress, where we actually like take a damp cloth or a piece of sandpaper to it, where it would have the high spots. Because I feel like when you, so let me show you what I'm talking about. This is like painted on distress, right? And you can see it's got like this weird halo effect. When you do an actual distress with like with a cloth or a piece of sandpaper, it hits the high spots where it would naturally get wear. So it looks like it might be 100 years old instead of something that like got painted a halo around all the high spots.
It doesn't look like it's gonna be 100 years old.
No, it wouldn't be 100 years old, but the age on it might look like it's 100 years old.
The age doesn't look like it's 100 years old.
Shh.
Okay,
That's because that's painted on. That's why it doesn't look good.
I am doing this tray because I really like this tray. I would put this in my house, and my style is very much different than my parents or my mom. And so this is what it looks like. It has the little pom-pom metal looking things. This is pewter, right?
I think it's pewter. It's tough to tell. It's thinner than most pewter, and it doesn't have, because a lot of pewter is cast, and it looks more like a hammered aluminum on the balls or whatever, the tassel looking things over here on the edge. So I cannot confirm or deny.
I don't know.
It says it's for serving and you can hand wash only.
I don't know.
It's not actually super old. It just looks cool, so we picked it up at the thrift store.
You can use this at like, you know those couch tables like that you put behind your couch?
A sofa table?
Sofa table, yeah. You could put that on there, on like a coffee table, put some like flowers, maybe some candles.
Ooh, that would be cool with candles all lined up on that.
Some there's some like, you can get like long colorful candles and then you heat them up and you can make them all like squiggly and cool.
Oh,
I want
like
to do that.
all bendy?
Yeah. That would be cool on this.
Well, now we know what she needs for her birthday. Some bendy candles.
Some bendy candles.
We got her a car, but she just wants the bendy candles.
You know, I like the car too. The car's pretty nice.
All right, this was an Odelia thrift. $1 is what we paid for it. We're gonna be selling it for $12.95. She originally thought it might be crystal, but it's pressed glass. These are indented. They're not round on the top. It's kind of a cool design. So it's just really unique, so we picked it up. We like the good little relish trays. These are good. Less and less people are doing actual relish trays. I mean, it's not really holiday party season right now, although 4th of July is coming up. There's lots of barbecues. If you want to go next level instead of paper plates and have yourself an awesome relish tray, here you go.
So, Kai, my style, I'm going to cut you off there.
You might have to.
You can just keep talking.
Jamie's
like,
not here tonight. Jamie's not here tonight, so I gotta fill up all the quiet time.
So, my style, I don't know. I really like boho with like, so this one person I follow.
Heavy on the granny chic.
She has like a granny chic house mixed with boho, and I'm obsessed with it. So
she also likes tons of little tiny things.
I love little things. Like when I grow up and I have like a house, an apartment, there might just end up being just a bunch of shelves on the wall with like just a buttload of like random collectibles that I find everywhere. So yeah.
How much is a buttload?
A buttload, like I don't know.
Can you define that in a sentence?
So I am gonna have an office, and there's gonna be bookshelves, but instead of books, it's collectibles.
All right.
That's my plan.
You do what you want at your house.
I'm just not gonna collect dolls. That is the creepiest thing when people just have a bunch of like dolls on shelves. Like I don't like that. If you're an old lady, that makes sense. But if I'm like 30 and have a bunch of dolls, that's a little weird.
So how old is old Odelia? Careful now, careful.
Grandpa's old. He's like 88.
He just turned 88 on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or Wednesday, Tuesday, yeah. I think it was Tuesday. All right, so we got a pair of these. On with the thrift haul.
Wait.
We got a pair of these, and I think they were $5 each. Yeah, $5 each. We're selling them for $16.95 each, and they're silver plate. They got a little bit of tarnish, a little bit of wear. I think they were originally probably for like a wedding or a party, something like that, but good little beaded detail around the edge. Oh, there was a sneeze. Oh, I saved it. I got rid of it.
So you can put 2 giant Costco muffins in these.
Oh, we have some. Let me show you.
Oh, wait, go grab those. I'll entertain them. We can go on to a different thing. So this is a clock we found. It's pretty snazzy. It opens up so you can stash all your candy in there. Like, I don't know, if you're into like sour sweets, you can just shove a bunch of like sour candy in there. Or you can, you know, put your heavy candlesticks that you use as a defense.
The weapon grade candlesticks?
Yeah.
I don't know that they fit in
well,
there.
I don't know, maybe you have like a mini one. Like, you could probably fit at least
All
one.
right, I got my favorite Costco blueberry muffin. You can keep your You can keep your dirty chocolate muffin over there.
I love the chocolate muffin.
The chocolate
What are
ones
you
are
talking
good.
about?
They are good.
They're so good.
I always get sticky on them because they got like chunks of chocolate in there though, and it makes my fingers all dirty and messy by the time I'm done. All right.
Yeah, okay. And so we got this for $5 and we're selling it for $22.95. I mean, just like, look at this. You could carry it around. It's like a fancy...
Is it a skipping clock?
It's a fancy skipping clock. It's a very, very fancy skipping clock.
I was trying to show them muffins. You're over there skipping with a clock like it's a boombox on the beach. It is not a skipping basket. It's a skipping clock.
It's a skipping clock. You know.
All right. So you see the big muffins, the oversized muffins. That's all I wanted to show you.
It's when you're too bougie for like a Rolex. You just carry this around. A purse, a clock, a skipping basket. It's everything all in one, guys.
I'm gonna put these muffins back. You don't even need me.
Okay. So this next one, we weren't completely sure if we bought it, but it's just too cool. So this is like a giant, you can put like cookies in here. I really like food, so you can just put food in any of these things. And so it's made in Italy. It has some cool grapes on it.
We don't normally do the grapes or the yellow around here, but I thought it was leaning towards like a amber
like
type
an
color.
amber color, yeah.
It's not the dark amber, like the brown amber color.
But
it's
like,
lighter.
It's like new amber.
But I like the size. It's been a while since we did the forearm test. It's like up to my, like the bottom of my palm. So I'd say that's a good 15 inches tall, right around there. And then the grapes on here are not bad. They're tasteful grapes. And it's made in Italy, and it's in Italy, and it's on here. It says so. So
made
you can't deny it. Yeah. And the hermetic clasp is in really good shape.
And there's a rubber thing, so I don't know.
The seal?
Yeah, the seal.
The seal is a little hard. It is showing its age a little bit. It's older.
But I mean, like this would be, once again, in my granny chic house, this would look amazing in it.
What would you put in here? You said food. What kind of food?
I already said cookies.
Cookies?
Yeah.
That's, man, how do you, okay, show me with your little arm how you get the cookie in the bottom.
Oh. See?
Oh, you can reach almost all the way down there.
I can reach all the way down. It just gets stuck right here.
Look. That would be wasted on me. I could get like the top 6 cookies and then I'd be done.
I'm going to show you a brilliant thing. Pouring the cookie out onto your
You don't pour the cookies out, then you get all the crumbs everywhere from the bottom of the cookie
My
jar.
cookies don't have crumbs. My cookies are magical.
The magical crumbless cookies?
Yeah.
All right, well, $2, $12.95 if you want it. Oh, super chat from Sally. Oh, thanks. I didn't doubt that Odelia would be great with me on a live video because she's bubbly and energetic and super cute. So, like I said, I could probably go away for half an hour and no one would even notice I was gone.
Yeah.
All right, on with the thrift haul. Okay, show them this little. This is a little jar. It's very Odelia size.
A cute little jar. I'm not that small. I'm only 5'3".
I feel like you're 5'2". I mean, maybe if you like stand up straight and pretend on your tippy toes a little, you might be 5'3".
I'm 5'3", not 5'2".
I'm gonna measure you in your socks afterwards. We'll see.
My socks. Okay.
No.
Yeah. So this was 75 cents, and this is $7.95. It reminds me of like a giant salt shaker. Like when you can get those tiny ones, and they kind of have like the spiral design. That's what it reminds me of. But it's not a salt shaker. It's just a little jar. You can put like cotton balls.
Oh, that would be good with cotton balls.
Yeah, like a little makeup.
Next to the bathroom?
Well, because
next to the sink?
I know a lot of people have like little trays in their bathrooms, and then they have like their little perfumes and stuff. This would be perfect, and then like right next to your
You know who needs that is your sister Eliza. She
needs one like this big.
Yeah, she's got a whole situation with all of her. She redoes her toenails and her fingernails like every day. All right, soup tureen. I need a little help on this, guys. I looked for it online. I'm pretty sure it's ironstone. We put that in the listing for it, but it says TIL on the bottom, and it's got a really unique shape. I don't know that it's Japanese because a lot of ironstone these days comes from Japanese. I know it originated in England.
1 second. I have an easy fix on finding that.
The kid's gonna use the internet and tell me what's up.
Okay.
I Google searched it extensively this afternoon.
You just copy the photo.
All right. Well, I'm gonna show them the design while you find what it is.
Okay.
It's got this fun top.
I did not put in a sewing machine.
It looks like a sewing machine.
It doesn't look like
It comes with its spoon, which is
1 second.
highly desirable. It's rare to find these with spoons in the wall, although we've been getting lucky. We found 3 or 4 in the last month or two. I paid $5 for this because it's a complete set, no chips or dings in it. It's $24.95 to you guys. We will ship that. You can find all of these listings. Caitlin's dropping the links, but if you're watching the replay, it'll be in the thrift haul. The Saturday thrift haul is where we keep all of these items that we thrift, and that's at jrvhome.com.
So, I mean, it's
Plug.
the one that isn't popping up, but this one popped up.
Yeah, that's $125,000.
That
I don't
is
think
very
that
snazzy.
thing's jewel
I'm
encrusted.
gonna show you what popped up.
Show
It's
them.
so
Show them
very-
your soup tureen that TIL brought up.
Well,
How's the internet working for you now?
TIL didn't bring it up. I copied the photo and put it
I
into
see.
Google.
I see.
So here's the fancy smanchy one that popped up. It's so, oh, I'll move the clock. Is that covering my face?
No.
Well, someone said to move the clock.
All right, part of the reason we do these thrift hauls is because we love to find treasures that have been discarded, forgotten,
The clock
maybe
was hiding.
maybe a little bit worn, right? She moved the clock.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. I need to get better with
Don't
comments.
yell at her in caps. She's only 15. She can't handle the caps
I'm gonna be
yelling.
16 in 3 months.
Yeah, you are. So this little terracotta pot. All right, terracotta pot. Looks amazing, right? Awesome detail. Not even a terrible paint job on there, but someone probably dropped it at some point or something fell on it. And now we need to do a whole paint job. We're gonna make it match. We're gonna save this little pot because, you know, at the thrift store, it was $2. Even the thrift store knew that it still had value at $2 because some of the stuff we've been getting for 75 cents. And we're gonna sell it for $12.95 painted.
Neat.
Do you want to start painting some stuff? What time is it? How long are we in? We're
It's
22 minutes in.
8:53. We're going by fast.
Oh, we still have quite a few things to show.
Not quite. We can boom, boom, boom.
All right, you guys want to see us go quick and then paint? If you hang out, we're gonna paint and stencil some stuff. Just saying.
He will stencil. I will paint.
What color do you want to see this? Pipe in now, and we'll put a color on here. I don't have tons of colors here at the house, so
We
you
can
know.
mix.
Yeah, we could mix. We got white and we got primary colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Heather's daughter, for liking my style. I think it's pretty snazzy.
All right, while Dilly's looking at comments, this was $1.50, kind of short, little squatty, kind of more for like a pillar type candle, but I love the detail on it. Someone carved this. I even think it was hand carved. I don't think this is something that went through a CNC machine because it's uneven, and it reminds me of the big pedestals that we sell at JRV Home.
Someone said water lily. I think that would be pretty.
I don't know if we have. I don't think
Yeah,
we
we
have
do.
water lily. Do we have some in there?
I think so. Wait,
All right,
I'm
so
gonna go
this
check
was
right now.
$1.50. We're gonna sell it for $12.95. And great little pedestal candle holder. Solid wood too. It's not even resin. A lot of times you get these and they're made out of resin these days.
That would really water lily with a white wax.
Water lily with a white wax. Did you find some water lily?
Right here.
All right, Odelia found it.
I like that idea.
So I look like hey, careful, you're shaking the camera.
I'm sorry.
I gotta go support the floor. We don't have any subfloor in this old part of the house. It's literally just the wood flooring planks over the top of the floor joist. So sometimes it gets a little shaky when we walk on it. This I thought was amazing. It's $3. It looks like it's terracotta, right? But it's foam. Easy to ship to you. It was $3. We're gonna paint it, make it look amazing. When you look at it close, you can see it's got one of those weird faux, someone just slapped some paint on here randomly. Looks okay from back here.
It looks like they were trying to
close,
make it
not
with
so
copper,
much.
except they didn't have copper, so they tried to get like the
Anna
closest
has
color
this
to
exact
copper.
wall hanger. Anna, did you paint it? I know you paint lots of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So
You can show 'em.
here is a fancy
This
candle holder.
this is weapon grade, but it has some authentic battle damage.
One of the little, see how there's like the little spindly things right there? One of them is gone. Maybe they had an intruder and they went, what that? And
threw it across the living room. You never know what
I
happened.
mean, it has a little pointy thing, so it could have impaled them.
You know, if it ends up in your house, you can tell the story on how this went missing. Make something up. Make it fun.
You could make it really fun.
But I think if you're just using it like this, looks great. Looks amazing.
Yeah, if it's against a wall, you would never know, and it would get like more better against the wall, so it wouldn't be as awkward.
So slightly damaged, was probably going to the trash. Someone dropped it off at the thrift hall. It's solid brass, tons of detail. We paid $1.50 for it. It wasn't even priced. The gal at the front I was like, hey, it's a little busted. The gal at the front was like, $1.50. I'm like, I'll take it. It's worth its weight in metal for more than that.
Yeah, and so.
I'm gonna show them close.
I was showing them close.
Oh, are you gonna show them close?
I was getting to there. You took it from me.
Wait, is this not metal? That looks like it might be resin.
No, it sounds like metal.
I'm over here pitching it like it's metal. I can't even tell.
No, because that's rust right there, Dad.
Are you sure?
I mean, what else would it be? That's rust.
Well, it's something.
It's something that sounds like metal. See? I don't know if you guys
Yeah, it
can
does
hear
have
that.
kind of a tinny sound.
So we got this for $150 and it's $19.95, and I think it's pretty snazzy.
So I was ringing this earlier, and I was making spaghetti and meatballs while I was ringing it because I wanted to see what it sounded like. And all the kids came in. I'm like, hey, that was not the dinner bell. I barely put the noodles on.
We should get a dinner bell. It's hard to hear it from like in there.
Yeah, that's why Alexa makes announcements.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear the bell? It's got a good ring to it. I feel like this could be one of those Santa Claus bells, or like the people that are around Christmas
The
time. Is
donate
it Salvation Army
I
that
think
does that?
Yeah, Salvation Army.
It's loud.
It's really loud.
But look at the detail on that.
Unless you do not want me to do the pricing, because I wouldn't know like how to price it at all. Okay.
All right, so this, oh, I didn't put the price on this. How much is this?
I
Click
don't
it.
know. Wait, where is it? Ornate candlestick. It's not up yet.
It's not up yet. It was $2 is what I paid for it. I remember that, but I don't know how much we're selling it for.
Yeah, it's not up yet.
It's okay. Maybe it got skipped and it's not even for sale and we'll get to keep it.
We don't know what the price is yet, but Caitlin, or I think Caitlin's the one up. Yeah, Caitlin will put the link down.
If there is a link, Caitlin will get it. She'll find it.
Yeah. Yeah, Alexa does sound like the dinner bell. So this is another tin. This isn't pewter.
No, this is not pewter. This is like stainless steel something or
Yeah.
other.
Another great little like candle.
This is a little
Tray.
more modern. We don't normally do this, but they were sitting next to each other. I'm like, I'll buy both trays. This one was $2. We're selling it for $7.95. Not gonna do anything to it but clean it out. It's got like, looks like candle wax. Someone's already used it for a candle.
Hey, they think like I do.
All right, here's another example. Someone couldn't see what this could be later. It was $2. We're gonna paint it and sell it for $9.95. It's not super big. It's about big as my face. He's got great coloring, made out of resin.
The bell
but,
is $14.95.
Oh, $14.95 for the bell. All right.
Guy.
But he lost some, they always get damaged on their comb. If they're gonna take a hit, it's either on the tail feathers, which, oh, he's got a little bit of missing on the tail feathers
I
too.
didn't photograph that. I didn't see that.
That's okay. I'll fill it with some air dry clay. We'll paint it, good as new.
You would have never known.
This I'm just gonna paint up top. What color do you guys want to see this? And don't say water lily because we're only doing that once.
Yeah.
If you want a water lily, then I suggest you buy it.
Yeah. I like the rooster as is. Like in like a, so people have like animal themed kitchens, like specific animal. And I think this would be like a cute little one on like a shelf.
My mom loves collecting chickens. She's been collecting chickens, roosters, all sorts of hen paraphernalia my entire life. I built her a chicken shelf when I was a
You
kid.
built her a chicken shelf?
It had like chicken looking corbels on it.
I think my nightstand's still here that I built.
Yeah, it
I
is.
built a nightstand in my woods
In
class.
woodshop.
And it's pretty snazzy.
Someone wants the rooster red.
Red?
Who said that? Julie Jules? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, well, just Jules.
Jules Jules.
Jules.
Are you gonna snag that up if it's red? Because I might sit around in my shop red for a while.
Yeah. Red isn't the biggest color in Utah.
All right, so this, I don't want to say it's the buy of the day because it was a little more than we normally pay for like architectural detail type stuff. It was $10. It's got a couple little chips and dings. No big deal. We're gonna paint it. Someone started to paint it, and I feel like they had a good thing going, and then they got lazy and gave up on the top. There's like one kind of dry brush on top, which is fine, but you need to wet distress that a little so it blends down in. Because up here is like full coverage, and then they just kind of did something weird over the top
if
here.
you had like a fairy garden, you could, looks like kind of like a building, like, you know, in a...
I think this is fiberglass, so it could go outside.
I don't know.
It feels like fiberglass something or other. But definitely could go outside, indoor, outdoor. We're gonna paint this too.
Dad, there's like a little...
Yeah, I said there's little damage on it.
I know,
in
but you
the
could
corner.
see what it is through this.
Yeah, it's fiberglass.
Oh, cool.
But this is great. Someone said apothecary on this. I like that. I like where you got apothecary and white wax. It's our go-to. But that's going to be cool. Great detail. I even think that might look good on our front porch, like just on one side with mom's
that would be good
flowers
with the black,
out there.
That would be good with like the black chairs, like in between them.
Oh yeah, it's big enough. Or maybe do like a little side table in between the chairs, and that could be on it.
It's a little large. Well, I guess then if it was in between the chairs, you would be able to see.
Yeah.
So, like a mini side table.
You know, I can't pass up a what
Thanks,
looks
Yumiko,
to be.
for the super chat.
Oh, did we get it?
Yeah, it's this tip for
Yumiko?
Zeb's wonderful helper.
Oh, a tip for Odelia. Okay, so I can't pass up little trays or bins. This was $3. We're selling it for $19.95. This is galvanized, and then this kind of looks like brass, but it's more of like an iron with a little bit of rust on it.
Is this
it's
like,
not brass.
Is this like they added rust to it, or is it naturally rusty?
I think I'm gonna say that this was manufactured. They may have added the rust to it, but it is getting its own little rust. Someone's used it for a planter, which is exactly what I would do with it. But love it. It's like a heavy gauge galvanized. It's not super thin. It'll hold up. It doesn't even twist really.
Wes, I have done some wood building with him. We built my American Girl dollhouse when I was little, and I've helped with a few candlesticks before.
Yeah, Odelia can use the lathe. She turns on the lathe.
I know. I learned how to officially use the lathe in woods class. Cause I don't think you ever like taught me. You're kind of just like, okay, do this. Like,
I'm a visual learner, so that's how I teach too. I'm like, here, let me show you.
I'm a visual
and then I'm
learner
like,
too.
okay, now you do it.
Like when my teacher tried explaining things to me, I was like, huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
So we had a ton of these. They were $1.50 for 4 of them, which I think works out to be like 43 cents, or maybe it's $1.75 for 4 of them. They're like 43 cents a piece. I think we have 12, but these are these old style pants hangers.
I did want one of those hangers.
You did want one?
Yeah. For my cheer skirt.
Oh, for your cheer skirt. Well, you better hop online and grab one before someone buys them all.
It's fine. I can find one at the thrift store again.
Yeah, we've been finding these recently, but they're great because they're kind of like this old vintage style. You get the pants in there, you close them up, and it holds them nice and tight. We actually don't use these for pants. We use them to hang pictures and things like that. I was contemplating having Jack draw up a bunch of pictures
that would be cool.
and putting them on here.
In like an art studio, you could like hang up some of like your doodles and like.
Or even just on the wall, like a gallery type situation. Odelia's painting that she did, I think we showed it Thursday if you caught Thursday's video.
It's not one of those anymore. It's just kind of.
It's just hanging.
It's not hanging. It's on where all the art stuff is.
But you could do like a canvas and hang canvas
our
with
paint
these
by
too.
number stuff that we have on the Jami Ray Vintage Home website.
It's JRB Home.
Yep.
But yeah, we got a lot. They are varying. I mean, look at this one's a little larger, skinnier.
This one's
varying
lighter
sizes.
and fatter.
But love the way these work. They're good wood tones. They're the light natural wood, which is super popular right now. And
Connor,
wood never really goes out.
we will have church videos like remodeling.
Oh yeah.
When we have the church like
No,
officially yet? No,
we don't even have a loan for the church yet. We have to get it. We can't even start the loan process for the church until it's completely zoned mixed use. the bank won't lend us money for a commercial loan until it is mixed use.
So it might be
So we're working on
second.
that with the city. So it could be like September before we even start doing anything over there, or later. All right, do we have anything else? Oh, we haven't showed them this or that wood tray.
Oh, yeah, this or that, or the little can holder things. So these are little can holders that you can have for individual like cans and stuff.
Yep.
I think they're
So
really cute.
they're for canning. You drop your jar down into the water bath, right? This one, so we have two different sizes. There's a drop down if you're checking these out. This is a quart size and this one's a pint.
Yeah. I found these randomly. I found one and then another one was like right by it. I was like, oh, Dad, there's another.
So they were 75 cents each, and we're selling them for $6.95 and $7.95.
Yep. Okay, and then here is this tray. It's a cute little like table like
So it's
tray.
got like this alligator leather, but it's wood, right?
I don't get the alligator leather.
I don't either.
You do you, boo.
But we paid $2 for it. What does it say on there?
Did
I forgot to mark this
I
one.
forgot to mark this one?
Yeah.
It's not on here yet, so.
We're gonna paint it and probably stencil it. It may not happen tonight,
That
but
would
it
be
will
a
happen.
cool stencil, like a little.
While we're waiting on that, this was $3. We're selling it for $16.95. Also painting this. We got a lot of painting to do. You got your painting arm on?
Sure.
Sure.
The tray is $19.95.
Okay.
If you want to snatch that up.
Oh, I did put it on. It's on the side.
Oh, see, I told you put it on there.
I thought I priced it, but I was like, I can't find it anywhere.
Just had to turn it around a little.
Okay, so this clasp works. It's got a little fleur-de-lis on the clasp, and it's pressed tin. The inside, I'm not gonna paint. I'm gonna leave that dark, but we're gonna update this paint job. It's a little dark and drab. We're gonna brighten it up. Okay. Now is that everything? Are we ready to paint?
I think we are. Alrighty. What is everything we're painting?
Okay, so you were gonna paint something water lily. Was that the chicken?
Oh, that was the bowl.
The bowl. The
This-
bowl's going water lily.
It's going on. And then I grabbed out apothecary and white swan.
Okay.
Also, a bunch of people for the chicken were commenting apothecary with white
Apothecary
wax.
for the chicken?
Yeah.
All right, I will paint the chicken apothecary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fold this up a couple times. Can you scooch some of that stuff without dropping those cloches over?
We shall.
All right, it's the painting portion of the video. All the paint and products that we're using, if you wanna make your home decor look like our home decor and do it yourself and put your own spin on it, you can find that at JamiRayVintage.com. We got the DIY paints and the brushes and
Oh,
the
don't
waxes, all the transfers and the stencils. Okay. All right, you better get to painting that. People want to see it.
I will. I use this brush because there's a lot of little details.
Yep, there is a lot of details. So this is water lily. It's a very pretty blue.
This would be
I
pretty-
feel like it's like a sky blue, but a little deeper.
If you had it outside with the blue, I feel like this would be a pretty like bird bath. I will start painting.
All right. Okay, I am gonna paint the chicken. Apothecary, is that what we want?
Yeah, I think so. That's what everyone. This looks like salt wash on here.
It does. It's got a really nice texture to the terracotta, and it's gonna make it look like salt wash without even having to do salt wash. That's what salt wash does. If you have something shiny, you can put the salt wash in your paint
You can
and then
kinda
get that
see
good
there.
texture.
Nice
Because
texture.
texture is in. All right, going apothecary on the rooster. Oh, I was gonna fix his tail. Let me show you what we're talking about. We didn't even notice this. His tail right here has a little break, and then he looks like he fell over this way. I'm gonna go get some air dry clay, some paper clay, and put it in the hole, and then I'm gonna paint it. I'll be right back. It's just right over here.
Okie dokie. Yeah. So I'm just painting this a
Are
nice
there any comments, Amelia?
blue. Everyone's just saying, yes, I am left-handed. I'm pretty snazzy like that. I like the floating candle idea in this, or like having this in like a garden. I like the garden idea. But yeah, everyone's saying they like the color.
It's a good color.
I like the color too. It reminds me of Cinderella. Cinderella when I was little. Well, still now.
It is the color of her dress when she goes to the ball.
I am obsessed with Cinderella. I went to prom, and my dress was like a...
What's your current chore?
My current chore?
Her current chore is to sweep and mop.
Oh, yeah. That is my current chore. Did
And every
ask
time
that?
she does it, I call her Cinderella.
Yeah. I was like, did someone ask what my chore was? But
No.
yeah. So I was at prom, and my dress was a very like silvery blue color. It wasn't this color, but it was like a silvery blue. Sometimes in the light, it would look a little bit purple. But I was at prom, and someone stopped me and was like, you know, you look like Cinderella. And that was my favorite compliment of the whole night, and it made my like entire life. Because
it made your whole life right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love Cinderella.
Oh, to be a teenager.
What are you talking about?
That is fun though, that someone put that together
Trippy.
and called you Cinderella. You didn't even tell me that.
I've told a bunch of people.
Well,
that.
you probably told mom, and then, you know, dads don't really get those kind of stories.
Well, I don't know.
You've got the good detail brush, and this has tons of detail.
Well, this has tons of detail too.
That's okay.
This is very like kind of watery. Did
That's
someone
clean.
water this down?
No, but it may have been sitting a while. That's a color mom only usually uses for accents.
Yeah, it's kind of like dreamy. So I'll have to use less.
You might need to mix it a little.
Mix it with what?
Well, just, yeah, at this point you're ready to go. Just keep going. Power through.
Okie dokie.
You also have comments, so if people are saying stuff or asking questions. Now's the time for the Q&A if you guys have questions about painting.
Or me.
Or Odelia.
I have lots of stories, lots of answers.
She's an open book tonight. All right, so the paint just hid that up. That you can't really tell. I mean, you can still see if you're looking for it that the break is there, but with the air dry clay and the paint on there, it's doing really good job covering that up. And you know, even with the broken tail, this guy's got new life, and he's gonna live it out on someone's center island or on their table.
Take the tag off.
Did you not take a tag off?
It's not painted on the bottom, so it's fine, but I do need to take that off.
So we go all one color on these usually. It really kind of brings them to more of like a modern cottagecore.
Yeah.
You know,
It really brings out like textures if it's all one color.
yeah, that's true.
Like you get to see a lot more of like the
Look at
texture.
you paying attention in art class.
Not your class. You say that almost every live. And I watch all your lives.
Our live videos are like art class. Didn't you know that?
Well, I guess, yeah.
But I wanted to talk about the cottagecore thing. I feel like people just named farmhouse stuff cottagecore, you know. I look at it and I'm like, you know, other than it not being all white and light woods, it's the same stuff. They just put a different paint job on it.
It is the same stuff. Like this would definitely go in like a cottagecore garden. My dream house is honestly to like have like a tiny little white cottage in like the middle of the woods and then not have to talk to anyone. Like, I mean, I don't mind like being around people, but I'm definitely that kind of person. I'm either I like am around people and I really enjoy it, or I just want to go home and nap.
So you probably have heard Jami talk about it. Jami, when Odelia was a baby, Jami worked. She was doing loans when Odelia was a little girl. And I was going to college, and I was a stay-at-home dad while I went to school. And I had Odelia at home with me. Harrington usually went off. Well, he had Harrington for a little while, and then he started going to all-day kindergarten.
Les, I am gonna paint the inside of this.
But I'm not like if I'm in the house by myself, I don't talk. And I talked to Odelia a little bit when she was a baby, but for a lot of times, you know, we had like this non-verbal eye contact communication that Odelia and I have. It's almost like we're twins a little bit. We don't have to say it. We just have to like be around each other, and we know what the other one's gonna do.
So Granny Chic I feel like it's very much different. Like just in like if you ever go to a thrift store.
Granny Chic, you would not paint this rooster.
Yeah, no. You would just leave it. Like if you ever go to a thrift store and you see those like floral couches, Like, that is grandma chic.
Big floral.
Big floral.
Little floral.
I honestly,
bright floral.
I want to get a floral couch for like an apartment. Do you know how fun that would be?
That would be good in your apartment.
Yeah, in my apartment. In my dream apartment, mine's gonna end up looking like a church. That's what.
Couches and shelves, that's all she's gonna have.
Basically.
It's a good thing you're small and sleeping on most couches is no big deal.
Oh yeah. Except normally like floral couches are not the most comfortable. The most comfortable couches are like worn in leather couches. Oh, I love leather couches. I've got the best naps on our leather couch we used to have.
So back to my Odelia not talking a lot. That's why she can go hide out in the woods and not talk to anybody, because like she doesn't have to say anything when she's in the room with people.
You also, I remember Mom always talked about like how she got mad because you'd never dress me. I'd always
You know
just stay
what?
in my
There's no rule that
pajamas.
says that you can't stay in your most comfortable outfit all day long,
You know,
which
I
is
feel that.
pajamas.
And that's why I would now wear sweats to school. Because
I was just way ahead of the time. Now,
It's-
people don't, like people when they're dressing up, they're in joggers, which is basically sweatpants and pajamas and a loose baggy t-shirt, and they're going out to dinner.
yeah, I like.
You gotta read the comment.
I
Don't just
am
respond to the comment.
Sorry. So it says Odelia. I live on the 8th floor of the middle of downtown, and I leave for Starbucks and furniture. I get you. Yeah, like if I leave somewhere, it's because my friends ask me to go hang out.
Yeah, right before the live video, she's like, "Dad, I'm gonna go out to dinner, and we might hit up Target." I'm like, "Okay, but make sure you're home,
I was
because
home.
I don't think I can do this solo by myself." It would be the Dry Clear Eye show. I've got this rooster here, and I'm going to paint it apothecary. It's amazing. Buy some of the paint at JamiRayVintage.com.
Yeah, but yeah, I do like my alone time. Just like when I'm home, I'm normally in my room. My bed's pretty comfortable, and I like have a TV in there. And so when I was little, I didn't sleep, and so I had a VHS like TV in my room.
Oh, you're gonna date yourself.
And it's not dating myself. I'm 15. That's not like I'm your age.
VHS is gone.
I know
You can't even find the players anywhere.
Yeah, I know. But so I had a VHS in my room, and then I also had I had a drawer just full of Disney movies, and that's why Cinderella is my favorite, because like I fell asleep watching Cinderella because I feel it's a really chill movie. I feel like you could easily like.
Yeah,
or
there's
like
not a lot of scary stuff in
Yeah,
Cinderella.
or like-
I mean, maybe the cat's a little stressful every now and then, or the sisters.
Or like Aurora, because normally I'd be asleep by the time the dragon came on. And so normally by Aurora I'd be asleep. I'm gonna let this dry a little.
I'm gonna paint the bottom of this right now.
And
Okay, we're gonna let this dry. I don't know if the heat gun's working tonight because Eliza was using it to make the corbels chip yesterday, and it stopped on her, and we couldn't get it go back going. She had to use a blow dryer.
I can grab a blow dryer.
Well, I'm gonna go get the. Are you done with that?
Yeah, well, not done with it. We'll
Paint,
probably.
paint that clock something good. What
Clock
other colors you got over there?
I have, I think, White Swan and a. Oh, I did watch Bug's Life a lot on VHS. We also had a VHS in our living room, and so I watched a lot of movies on that. I feel like I didn't watch a lot of TV, but I did watch a lot of TV when I was little.
You watched a lot in the evenings because we would go to bed and leave you in your room by yourself
Yeah.
until 3 a.m. because you wouldn't go to sleep.
Even when we were in Arizona,
You weren't making any noise, you would just come out. But if we left the TV on in your room, you just sit there all night
I mean,
and watch it.
nice for this. When
I'm pretty sure you did more sleeping than TV watching. It just felt like you were up a lot because the TV would just stay on and you'd be in there sleeping.
Yeah, but I remember just like watching a bunch of shows, and then when I was when we lived in Arizona, I was around 5, and I shared a room with my little sister, and I remember he would unplug my TV every night. But once you were in bed, I'd find a flashlight and go behind my little dresser, and I would just.
Yeah, we
like,
tried to stop the TV watching. I guess the solution to that would have been to actually remove the TV from her room.
But then I wouldn't sleep. So I would plug it in and I'd watch like Nickelodeon and Disney Channel all night long. I didn't sleep when I was little, and that probably.
Did someone say you were shy? I thought I saw a comment from Mom about you being shy. She's not shy.
I'm not shy. No, I am definitely a very outgoing person. But
she's everybody's. Odelia's everybody's friend.
Basically, I call everyone bestie. But basically, I just like my alone time.
Like if you're having a downer day, go hang out with Odelia for a little bit. It's gonna be okay.
That's how Jackie was. She picked me up. She's like, you really made my day. I was like, thank you. I try my best. That's my goal. Whenever I'm hanging out with someone, I just want to make their day. But yeah, so because I remember I watched a lot of Dora, but I only liked a specific Dora. I was very picky. There was one Dora.
Dora the Explorer?
Yeah. And
it's a movie now. I haven't seen it.
The live action movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I was little, I only liked the one where they had all the different characters, because there was the older Doras only had Boots and Dora. And then the character they would find
at the end. Are you just painting the back of that?
I'm gonna paint the front of it.
Yeah, it is meant for a wall to go up against the wall on a shelf. You broke the handle! Don't worry, I've got more.
I didn't mean to break it. I'm sorry.
It was all the skipping earlier you did, girl.
Look, it's no longer a skipping clock.
I'll fix the handle because this style handle we've got a ton of these sitting around. Might not be quite with the little star fancy, but I will go ahead. I want you to move the can again.
The can? What can?
Here, I'll angle the camera down so you guys can see good.
But yeah, so there was a Dora where the older Doras was just Dora, Boots, Swiper, but then there was another Dora which was newer, and it had the whole characters, and they would go to different places and stuff, and I liked that one a lot more than I liked the regular Dora. And then yeah, I just remember I watched a lot of TV. I didn't like Yo Gabba Gabba as much as Eliza did. Eliza was obsessed with Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yes, she was.
But I watched there's this hand show on Nickelodeon that they would have puppets but googly eyes on their hands. And so then they were talking with their hands. For some reason I really liked that show. I don't know why, but but yeah, that was pretty fun. But yeah, I miss Arizona sometimes. I liked the backyard.
Well, you're basically a Utah girl now. We've lived up here 13 years of your...
Yeah, of your
15
years. Well, technically 16.
You're almost 16,
16
yeah.
Yeah.
And you spent about 3 years in Arizona. You were a very, very little girl when we moved up here.
I could easily wipe the paint off the back, but I'll probably finish it since I started it. But yeah, I remember everything from Arizona. I remember having lightsaber fights with Harrington.
Did you get white wax out? Is it over there?
Yep.
Oh, I'm over here looking for it.
Here you go. And then...
Is there a brush?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, me and Harrington would have lightsaber fights a lot. And then we would do this thing, because Harrington had a bed where it was on top, and then underneath you can... A trundle... No, not trundle bed. You could put a desk and stuff, and so we would put all of our stuffed animals in the slots, because there were slots to hold the bed up, and then we would use the stuffed animals as a punching bag, and we made it a game to see who could get the most down in the fastest time. We came up with a lot of games when we lived in Arizona when we were younger, because we lived in an older community, and so it was really just me and Harrington.
In Arizona?
Yeah, when we lived with Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah, when we went down there and lived with them for that year and a half.
We, there weren't a lot of, kids in the neighborhood.
It's a country club. Yeah. And everybody's pretty much retired.
And so, it was only just, me and Harrington who we hung out with. There was this one girl, her name was Alexia, I think, or something. And I would hang out with her sometimes. And then another friend, I think her name was, Julia. I don't remember. But, yeah. She was pretty great.
All right, so all apothecary, I distressed it a little bit just because... And now I'm gonna white wax it, and that white wax, because we've got some of its comb coming through in the red and the green, the white wax is gonna bring it all together.
Yeah, so my mom is in Philadelphia right now for a funeral. Her cousin died, so she's gonna be back Tuesday?
She'll be back Monday afternoon.
So, yeah, And
But that's why we have the lovely Odelia, because Jamie's out of town with her mom.
yeah, I am the second oldest. My older brother Harrington, you don't see him a lot because he doesn't like photos, doesn't like being on camera. Oh, I'm gonna have to wipe this.
It's not because he's shy either. He just
doesn't
stubborn.
like.
He's stubborn about it.
Basically, someone asked something.
Did someone ask a painting question?
Oh,
or is it the
no.
is it the live Odelia Q&A tonight?
It was so someone said I'm gonna be a sales associate. So I actually want to be a teacher. So we have stuff. I don't know if it's in other places, but we have stuff in Utah called CTE pathways that you can take in high school, and it'll help on like your college degrees and stuff. Which I plan on staying in Utah for college. I plan on going to UVU because it has a great like teaching program. But yeah, I plan on getting a teaching degree and then teaching like first grade or kindergarten. I feel like I would excel at that because I would relate to all of the first graders and kindergartners. But
Who's your spirit animal, first graders?
who's your spirit animal, first grade? But yeah, so I could be a very great sales associate, but my dream is to be a teacher.
She's doing quite a bit of work at the shop for us right now in the summertime, now that school's out and cheer isn't all day long.
Yeah, it still feels very long though, especially because we do it outside because the gym normally has like the volleyball girls and stuff, and so then it gets very hot very fast. But our coach
It was 96 here today, and then it thunderstormed with the sun shining and just made it humid. It was ridiculous. It wasn't even on the menu. We were like, Alexa, how long is it supposed to rain? And she's like, there's no chance of rain in your area today. It's like a thunderstorm outside.
It was only for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but
it's like a little micro burst.
Yeah, it was like, and I like ran outside once I heard it. I was like, oh, rain!
She went and sat on the front porch and swung while it rained.
I love rain. The other day it was raining at night, and I got my quilt, and I just sat outside in the rain and listened to music. It was such a vibe, but I absolutely loved it. I love rain, like when it's warm.
Check on her painting.
What?
I had to check on your painting.
I had to check on my
It's
painting.
very swirly.
I don't need another coat. Look, I don't paint things. I sell things.
You know what? It's great that you're painting it like that because it's going to be, when we go to distress it, it's going to show all of those brush strokes. And if we wax it, it'll all sit down in there and look awesome.
Yeah. Guys, this was intentional.
You can't, it's super hard to mess up this kind of style. You throw the paint on, you do a little distress, you wax, you walk away. When the wax is done drying and curing and settling down, it looks amazing. And it took you probably, how long have I been painting this? 10 minutes? 15 tops? All right, we told them we were going to stencil. I need to stencil something. What am I going to stencil?
The alligator tray.
We're going to probably go over time a little bit.
Maybe a tad. I like talking to you guys. It's fun. But, yeah. I will be the teacher.
So I'm going to let this rooster sit for a minute. It was a little warm from the heat gun when I waxed it, so it got a little runny in a couple spots. But once that dries up I'll probably let it sit for about 5-10 minutes here. And then we'll come back with like a dry cloth or a paper towel.
Okay. I need the white wax.
That's right.
For this.
For that? Is that dry?
Oh, the
Here,
outside is dry.
Here, let me heat gun that. You put a coat of paint on that. White on that is fine, yep.
Okie dokie.
Here, shall we move the clock so they can see you paint? The clock is blocking you today, Odelia.
You know, the clock is just out to get me. The handle broke, it's blocking me. It's so hard.
All right, this should dry pretty quick. Just one coat on this terracotta pot, and we've pretty much got full coverage. There's a couple little peekaboos, but not really.
But yeah, my favorite weather is when it's really warm outside and it's raining. I don't like the look of it.
The look of rain?
No, the look of when it's sunny, but you see all these dark clouds. It makes me uncomfortable.
If you've ever been out west, it predominantly rains when it's still sunny outside.
Or snows. We've had plenty of times where it's snow.
Yeah, you got a snow blowing in sideways and there's sun outside.
And it I don't know. I don't like the way it looks. It looks unnatural to me, and I don't. But when it's warm though, and it's raining, it's just like a nice simple like cool off, and it's not like freezing your butt off rain. It's very nice.
Today it just made it humid. It didn't last long enough.
It didn't last long enough, but it was fun. I like walked through it a little bit, and I was like,
I'll let you finish your bowl if you want to white wax that.
here you go. Trade. And then, yeah, it was like 95 and raining, like raining for like 5 minutes.
I was out cutting the apple tree down. That apple tree out back behind the kitchen, that half of it died. We had to get the rest of it out because the pool company called us and they're like, hey, we're a little ahead of schedule. Can we come dig the hole out for the pool next week? And I have to have the tree gone for that. So I cut it down and all the kids helped me haul it, all the limbs to the trailer. And
I'm so excited for our pool.
we gave our neighbor, he wanted the apple wood, so we gave him most of that was usable.
Why were you getting the seeds out?
I found a couple of old apples clinging to a couple branches, and I pulled the seeds out because I want to see, that tree is 100 years old and the apples were delicious off of it. And I want to see if I can grow a little apple tree from seed and get those good tasting apples, because a lot of times a lot of these new apples, they're like hybrid type apples, or they've been grafted so many times they lose a lot of their sweet juicy flavor, and those were good apples, and I want to try to make another apple tree.
So I have to be careful with who I date in Lehi.
Oh.
Because, well, someone just commented, okay, let's get the elephant out of the room. What about a fella? Is there a young man in Lehi good enough for you? I have to be super careful because we have a lot of like ancestors who pioneered here, and so anyone in Utah really who's like been here and their grandparents.
She's really
have been
good
here.
friends with like this kid at school. We're like, hey, you can never date him. He's my third cousin.
Yeah, like it's kind of crazy. I'm like,
She's like, what? How did you even find that out? We got this app on our phones. It's like if you're near people that also have the app, it'll tell you like your relationship to them, like how you're linked. And pretty much it'll find a link. Like Jami and I are like 9th cousins back all the way in the 1600s to England.
But yeah, so I got to be very, very careful with that. But there's a few cute guys at my school. A lot of them are like very, very country boys. Like we had
You can say it here. None of them are going to be watching this show.
They're Hicks, basically.
Wait, I didn't say that. Country boys is fine.
I know country cake.
I was a country boy when I was a kid. I did a lot of ranching and farming and
but
cow
they're
riding.
like extreme.
I never rode cows. I rode horses.
They're like extreme country boys. And so, like, we used that. So our school is under construction. It's almost done. But do you want me to white wax the inside of this?
Yeah, white wax the whole thing. Go to town.
And so we had a mud parking lot for a while. It's getting refinished now, but they had a funeral for it, and they got it like super duper muddy, which like made it like harder for the construction workers. But
they basically made like a
more work. But they made like a giant mud pit, and they were riding their trucks through it and all this stuff. Everyone got super muddy. It was all over Instagram, and like they made posts being like, "Oh, we'll miss you, dirt parking lot." I was like, "What?"
I don't miss the dirt parking lot. I had to park out there.
It was horrible. Everyone's car was always dirty. And like cheer last summer, it literally you got dust all in your eyes. Horrible. Not a fun experience when you're running a mile and getting just dust all in your face and you're heavily breathing, because I'm not a runner. Like, I do not enjoy running. It's something I have to do, and so it is a struggle. Okay, I have paint all over my hands.
All right. I'm just doing a second coat. I'll do another coat on the outside of this. You can see it's just a little bit streaky.
Dad, what's English Wedgwood?
I don't know.
That's what they're saying this looks like.
I don't know what English Wedgwood is. Maybe it's a type of pottery?
Basically, Robert. The drugstore cowboys are real cowboys. We do have, like, real cowboys here. Like, in
Yeah,
Lehi.
Lehi's got a lot of
It's a lot of,
cattle
like,
and roping and all that kind of
One
history.
side of Lehi, well, not even one side. It's a very mixed of like urban and.
We're zoned for livestock here.
Yeah, we
at
have
our house.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
That's
why
what
we have
she's
the
trying
sheep.
to say.
Yeah, just like you can be in the middle of the city and there will be horses, or like the other day there's just a tractor driving along the roads, and we have like giant like buildings, like office buildings.
That was our bishop.
I know that was our bishop.
He drives his tractor around helping everybody in the neighborhood.
All right, this just needs buffed, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that white. I'm going to stencil it quickly. What do you want to see stencil wise? I've got the whole gambit here.
I gotta. Oh, wait. Ah, I need a paper towel. I'll be back.
They're over behind the Alexa.
I see it.
All right. So I've got quite a few options for stencils. I think just a basic grain sack in here. What do you guys think? I think that one would be cool in there.
No, it would be. Oh,
We're losing it.
I need to get more blue.
That's an option. I'll look through here for a minute.
Did we put the blue up?
We have this simple living with a wreath and a sheep on it. I like that one for this because it fits down in really. That's what I'm looking for, is stuff that'll fit in there. There's a snowflake, perfect round. These are the JRB stencils. We've been making stencils for almost 2 years now, guys. Maybe over 2 years. I think we started last, well, I guess 2019, spring of 2019. So is it 2 years then?
We haven't had a lot.
Are you
People
reading
saying
comments?
Green sack and sheep.
The grain sack and the sheep?
Or, well, like green sack, and then there's also people saying sheep.
All right. I didn't really find anything else I loved more than those two.
But yeah, so here's how my bowl turned out. It's very pretty.
All right. I'm going to just go out there and say I'm going to do the sheep because the stencil pretty much fits down in here without having to do anything crazy. And this, while it is a round stencil, it's square so that it has a lot of girth, and I'm going to have to fight all those corners.
What else are we painting? Because this is still...
Well, we're painting all of that stuff. We're painting that little candlestick and that rooster there too.
Alright.
You know what, that rooster is green underneath. It might look really good white with the green coming through distressed.
Hand me the white.
Did you show him your bowl?
Yeah, I did show my bowl.
Can you guys tell me where the chip's at? Can you see the chip anymore?
I did. We'll have to get the blue out again because I did miss
Oh, you
a little.
completely missed the spot.
Yeah, I saw that. So we'll have to fix that.
Oh, and also while I'm stenciling this, that rooster needs a white wax wipe down.
Wipe down. Okay,
I gotta get a stencil brush. Did you get one?
I
Oh,
did
you have
get one.
right over there.
I was prepared.
All right. I feel like this has wax on it. And you didn't grab any weathered wood, did you?
No, I had another color over here.
It's okay, I got some right here.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Yeah, I'm just painting this rooster. I gotta wipe that down first though. So many things. Such little time. Did we start on time today? I think we did.
We started right at 8:30.
Go us. Look at that. Ooh, some of like the green is coming out.
Okay.
And
I might get a little bleed through. I'm a little juicy trying to hurry because we're over time.
I love this. Some of like the blue and the green and the orange are coming out. I mean,
On
not
that
blue.
rooster?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you wipe off too much, we could always go back in with some more white wax and thicken it up a little bit.
I just got that wing.
All right, I'll show you guys this up close in a sec. I think I'm doing pretty good. I might have got a little bleed through on the sheep's legs.
Leslie, ooh, I love that green rooster. It is a very pretty rooster. Is it still up for sale? You might be able to snag it. Oh, the metal one. This one. This one's also pretty. You could probably still snag it.
If you buy it and you don't want us to paint it, oh, Dilly already painted half of it white. Never mind.
I mean, you could wash it off.
Yeah, the DIY paint before you seal it, you could wash that off. Just take it outside and hose it off.
Here is, oh, I got to rub this side off. 1 second. Not done yet.
Oh, too juicy. I knew it on that one. You could do different colors on these flowers. This stencil really lends itself to multicolors, but I really like the two-tone with the stenciling,
Okay.
especially on the farmhouse type stuff.
The sheep are doing good, Les. They are a lot bigger.
Yeah, they're growing.
Yeah, so here is what the rooster, like, if you look closely, you can see, like, some of the colors are bleeding through. I definitely still need to wipe that off a little.
I think it's okay. I think it'll settle down once it dries and cures. I mean, I just waxed that 15 minutes ago, maybe.
No, you got
We'll let it sit overnight.
Les got the metal green one, so.
Les got the green one.
It's going white.
Odelia's gonna paint it white, and then we'll distress it back.
So then, do you want me to paint the whole stand white too?
Yeah, paint the whole thing white, and we'll bring it all back.
Okay.
What time is it? Well, we're only 10 minutes over. Paint it quick. I'll heat gun it. All right, so like I admitted to on a live stream video, I went too juicy. It happens to me a lot because I'm hurrying. I know better. I know to offload less. But even juicy, these stencils are so thick, they're like industrial grade. It still looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to wet distress it a little bit. We're gonna get that white to kind of bleed into the brown. Kind of like it's faded and glazed. Jamie's probably passing out watching this because she doesn't like it when I blend my stencil color with my paint color.
I don't know if Mom's still on anymore.
She might not be. 10, let's see.
It's 11.
It's 11:30, 11:40 over there where she's at. She doesn't stay up that late.
She's normally, well, she might still be up. Well, I guess she did fly too. No, that was yesterday. I don't know. But besides the point, my mom goes to bed early and wakes up really early in the summer. She'll be up by like 5.
Yeah, she comes up, so if the sun's up, Jamie's up, and when it goes to bed, she goes to bed.
Yeah.
And that's true in the winter, and it's true in the summer.
So my dad drives me to school when it was winter. I'm gonna get my license, so you will never need to drive me unless my car breaks down, which it shouldn't.
Nope, it should not. Okay, so I'm just cleaning this up a little bit. And then I'll white wax over this.
Okay, cool.
Just a light white wax.
The base will need another coat, but you can heat this baby boy. Bad boy, not baby boy. I really can't talk tonight, guys.
It's okay. If you can't hear her sniffling, Odelia, we've all been sick this week. I feel like I'm getting it last. It's kind of been lingering, and I've just been taking enough meds that it hasn't like kicked in full bore. But I think my time's coming because I'm feeling pretty achy this evening. All right.
Check. Is people
Muted
saying
that
it's
down with
blurry?
white wax. It'll continue.
Yeah, it's not blurry on my end, so I think.
But you're like way behind.
1 second.
Did the boys turn the Xbox on? It's very possible.
I don't know. It's not blurry here though, so it might just be your resolution. If you
4:45 a.m. Whew.
If you click the video, there will be like a 3 dots on the right top side of your thing. You could just click that, and it has a like resolution, something quality. I forget what the button is, but you click that.
The 3 dots. You can change your resolution. All right, so we distressed off where the eyeball is, and I don't like it. It looks like he's creeping at me. So just a little dab of paint right on the eyeball.
Okay, Dad. It is this rooster's time.
Okay. All right, white wax this here. I'm gonna heat gun this. We'll distress this rooster, and then we'll say goodnight. Tell them where to find all the stuff if they're just tuning in.
Alrighty. If you want to find all of our like paint and products that we use to paint and finish the stuff we painted tonight, you can go to JamiRayVintage.com. You can find everything there. And if you want to buy our lovely pieces we've done today and everything else from the live, you can go to jrvhome.com. And we also have clothes, we have soaps, we have candy, we have even more home goods that you can buy there. It's all pretty snazzy. I like a lot of it.
And there's a good chance Odelia might ship it to you too, because she's working more in the shop, and it's about time she got trained to do that.
Yep, probably. Well, I've shipped before, but that was with like
Yeah, you were like the shipping assistant.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, I need this, and you would go off in the
Well,
shop and
I've
find it
like
for
done
them.
whole boxes by myself, but it's been a hot second.
Yeah.
And it was never like boxes I had to make myself.
All right, show them the clock. One coat of streaky paint. We're gonna do another coat on there.
Just it's like half done.
Show them the water lily with white wax. It's water lily is actually really great white waxed.
Yeah. And then here's our water lily. So pretty, so cute. I would put this in my room if my room wasn't orange.
Well, no, what? Your room is orange. Oh,
Well,
I guess it's kind of like that.
It's like a brownie. It's like very neutral tone, like warm tones. And then our rooster one more time.
Okay, so just a damp rag. It's the same one we've been using on everything.
Oh, I used a paper towel. Oh, you're wet distressing it.
Yep.
And then
we'll clear wax this.
Here is the tray again. It's very pretty. I like it. Very nice. And there's not a lot of there's no messy. Like even when he was going fast, they're very nice.
I feel like I wish I had like a before and after that I could hold up and show you guys on this rooster.
This is to bribe you to bring Odelia back soon. We got a super chat from Shelly, $20.
Well, thank you, Shelly.
Thanks, Shelly.
Well, as Odelia gets older here, I'm sure you guys will see more and more of her as she starts helping out more with the business and doing things with the channel. And, you know, it's just kind of a natural progression. Harrington we would have had him do that, but he didn't have a lot of interest in it. And Odelia likes you guys, so.
Yeah, we all just have colds here.
It's just a cold. Jami got tested before she flew and she doesn't have COVID. We've all had the same thing. It lasts about 3-4 days and it's gone.
Yeah. And so in Utah, with our situation, we do have masks are not mandated anymore. A lot of people are still like wearing them just to be safe, but we do not have to wear masks anymore if we decide not to.
All right, guys, share this video out. We appreciate it if you do. And thank you for being here and watching us. Thank you, Odelia, for doing this live video with me. It was fun. We painted some great stuff.
Yep.
Make sure you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more.
DIY.
All right, guys. Have a good evening.
Bye, guys.